Welcome back to Char Report. Today, I'll be ranking the top Gundam models that you absolutely must own. I'll divide this into 3 segments: high grade, master grade, and real grade. First, let's start with HG. And for each line, I forgot to mention I will only choose 3 products. These are the 3 representative models that I think you must have. For the first HG, my vote goes to the HG Mighty Strike Freedom. This is a Gundam from the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom movie, and it's truly impressive. Strike Freedom was already beautifully designed, but Bandai upgraded this model significantly. You can see the incredible details like the inner frame, which features gold-plated parts. Although it's not very gold, it looks a bit like crappy gold, but it's acceptable. Overall, for an HG kit, I feel like the plastic looks glossy. It looks quite beautiful and interesting too. Not only that, this model features a brand new range of articulation. At first, when Mighty Strike came out, I thought its frame would just be the reused frame from the standard Strike Freedom. But no, this model uses an almost completely new frame, and the articulation has been improved a lot. Furthermore, this model has very few stickers, but there's one tricky spot, which is the sticker on the wings. It's a bit of a pain, at least for me. Other than that, I rate this model extremely highly. In short, everyone should build this. Also, what's cool is that if you want to turn this into the Strike Freedom, you just need to take the backpack from the old Strike Freedom and attach it. It's quite interesting. I'm hoping this Proud Defender unit will get an MGEX version so I can attach it to my MGEX model, but I think Bandai should make another version. Anyway, that's off topic. Next, let's move to top 2. That is the Z-Gok Seed Freedom version. What do you think about a Gunpla inside a Gunpla? That is exactly our Z-Gok Seed Freedom. Honestly, the building experience for this was very interesting. There are almost no stickers on this model. Actually, I think there are none at all. I only recall a sticker for the Infinite Justice Spec 2. The details on this model are also fascinating. Having experienced the HGUC Z-Gok, I felt it was a bit loose, but with this model, this is a Z-Gok improved in every way, from color accuracy, articulation, to details. I'm really impressed that Bandai even included a broken mask part like in the movie. I really appreciate this move from the guys at Bandai. This is one of the best Z-Gok models you should own. Not only that, when you build it, you'll encounter some interesting parts of the Infinite Justice Type 2. They are all represented just like they are inside the body in the movie. I'm very impressed by this. And regarding the build experience, it was excellent. Nothing to complain about. If you're looking for something unique, strange, and weird, is for you. It's truly a fantastic model for its price point. It's impressive that we build a Gundam and then armor it up to become another Gundam. It's like an Iron Man version inside a Hulkbuster, extremely similar. Or if you watch Kamen Rider, you might know the Kamen Rider Kabuto Cast Off. It's quite similar to that. This is a wonderful release from Bandai. I was surprised Bandai decided to release this as a regular retail item, not premium Bandai. Truly a 10 out of 10 for Bandai on this HG model. Next, we move on to the HG Dom G-Quarks version. This is a wonderful model from Bandai. I'm very impressed with it. This is one of the Dom models I really love and have been waiting for. You might think, why does a Dom have 3 legs? It's extremely weird, but also wonderful. The build experience for this was excellent, nothing to criticize. I was impressed that this model has no stickers. There are only some marking decals for the skirt and chest. The eye on this model is a huge plus because it's a separate part and we can move the eye. Next, let's talk about gimmicks. I forgot the name, maybe high mobility mode or something. That turns this Dom into a 3-legged Dom. I'm really impressed. And if you think the armor looks bulky, don't worry about the articulation. Sharp. Everyone should buy and experience this Dom model. Totally worth the price. Next, after HG, I think I'll switch to RG. First in the top 3 RG models that I think you must buy is the RG Sazabi. Why Sazabi? This is one of Bandai's most improved RG models. I rate it very highly. You know my channel's name is Char Report, and the pilot of this Sazabi is Char as well. Honestly, the Bandai RG Sazabi is amazing. Building it felt very satisfying, the articulation is excellent, and we have some gimmicks that are quite impressive to me. I really appreciate the gimmicks. The inner frame looks extremely detailed and aggressive. I really love the frame of the RG Sazabi. If you have the chance to own and experience this model, I advise you to buy it immediately. In short, for me personally, this is one of the highest rated RG models I've played with so far. Next up is the RG Gundam Wing Zero TV version. The Wing Zero TV version seems to be an RG model that not many people are interested in, but after I bought and built it, I was genuinely surprised by the gimmicks and details. Bandai invested a lot into this RG Wing Zero TV, probably to kick off the 30th anniversary of the Wing series. This is an excellent RG model from Bandai that everyone should buy. It has no flaws. Moreover, this model is completely undergated on the armor parts. I honestly don't know what to criticize about this RG model. Not only that, we can transform it into 2 modes. That is the Neo Bird mode and the normal mobile suit mode. Inside, the wings are also superb. Furthermore, there's a gimmick I'm very impressed with. The thrusters can rotate and twist. Next is the RG Gundam version 2.0. This is an extremely amazing version of the RX-78-2. When I experienced the original RG RX-78-2 version 1.0, I rated it very poorly. It was incredibly flimsy. This RG 2.0 has shattered those definitions for me. Truly, this is an RG where we have to build everything. We don't have those pre-molded frames anymore. We build everything on this RG model, including the inner frame. Personally, this RG model gave me a truly wonderful and sublime experience. When building this, we have gimmicks and frame parts that allow us to see the frame moving and shifting when we play with it. For the price Bandai set, I think it's very reasonable and okay. If you want, you can own this model right now. It truly is a great RG. Building this, you won't regret it because it's extremely solid, and the gimmicks and articulation are also very good. And I am wishing that RG Zeta will be the next RG 2.0, or maybe Char's Red Zaku could be 2.0. Bandai, I'm waiting for that. After the top 3 RG, we move to the top 3 master grade. First, we have the MG Zeta Ver.Ka. This is a truly wonderful MG from Bandai. I was quite disappointed with the Zeta 2.0 and the RG version, so when I got this MG Zeta Ver.Ka, all my prejudices against the Zeta line almost completely vanished. Everyone should play this model, because for me personally, I'm a guy who likes things that stay true to the anime, so I find the chest of the MG Zeta Ver.Ka very beautiful. Not only that, we have silver parts protruding, and transforming into Wave Rider is very interesting. When you transform it, you don't have to worry about it being loose or breaking. I've transformed this MG Zeta Ver.Ka about 5 times. The MG Zeta Ver.Ka is truly a wonderful model. Although it lacks the Hyper Mega Launcher, it's fine. It's still a fantastic model from Bandai that everyone should own. Next, we come to another Ver.Ka model. That is the MG Wing Gundam 0EW Ver.Ka version. This is one of the MG models from the Wing line that I rate as excellent. I didn't rate the old MGEW kits highly. Truly, this is an MG model that I have to use 2 words for. Absolute cinema. Building this model is beautiful. You can see Kotoki Hajime redesigned this wing a bit. The legs are slimmer. Moreover, the articulation is excellent, and the wings impressed me the most. I'm not sure if the wings were made larger. MG Ver.Ka are even bigger. Not only that, the wings are very sturdy, and the detailed articulation of the wings surprised me. Also, this is the first MG Wing 0EW Ver.Ka that I've seen with the ability to transform into a fighter jet. I recall in the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Endless Waltz movie, this model couldn't transform, and it can switch between 2 modes. I think one mode flies in space and one flies in the Earth's atmosphere, if I recall correctly. And if you are worried about the Wing 0 Ver.Ka not being able to hold its guns, don't worry. Bandai designed a peg so we can attach the gun to the hand. I rate this feature very highly. It's very good. Furthermore, this model comes with a base inside the box. I appreciate this a lot. Bandai really invested in this model. 10 points for Bandai regarding the MG Wing Gundam 0 Ver.Ka. And the final MG model I want to mention in this ranking is the Master Grade EX MGEX Strike Freedom. I honestly don't know how to criticize this model. I have nothing to criticize about the MGEX Strike Freedom. When I assembled this, it had so many details. Honestly, it has more than even a PG. I feel it has more details than some older PG kits. When building the frame, you can see the Strike Freedom's frame is beautiful. I have to give Bandai 10 points for investing so much brain power into this frame. This is an excellent frame from Bandai. We can see the color distribution has a lot of gold. And we have a new type of decal, metallic style. Not only that, when we build the armor, it is truly absolute cinema. You can see this model has been completely redesigned. It looks more powerful, more aggressive. This is one of the Strike Freedom models I recommend buying. If comparing the PG and the MGEX, I would choose the MGEX, not the PG. That's my choice. And honestly, I don't know what to criticize about this MGEX. Maybe Bandai was a bit excessive giving us articulated hands which are quite loose, so I decided not to use them. I don't think that's a minus point. Maybe it's a plus point because they gave us extra. Yeah, and perhaps the video ends here. If you want to comment on which Gundam models one should own, you can comment below. As for me, these are my top 3 models for HG, RG, and MG. Remember to subscribe. I am Char Report. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good evening or good morning.